Hey, good morning and welcome back. I hope everyone's having a great start to their Memorial Day weekend. Got my cup of coffee here. I was going to do a quick video, a bit of a mail recap, just kind of go through a few things. Happy birthday to Frank Thomas. This is his birthday as well as Jeff Bagwell's. This is also my birthday. So normally I'd be pretty excited, but I had kind of a rough start to the weekend last night. I think you've seen at least one of my two cats before in videos. I don't know if you've seen both of them or not, but we had to put one of them down unexpectedly last night. So it's been a rough start, and maybe just kind of think about, sometimes the creature comforts are kind of what you want in these moments. No pun intended with creature, but for me, as a kid, a lot of it was like looking at my baseball card collection after I'd have kind of a rough day or whatever may have been going on that was kind of causing me some level of distress. Sometimes it was very soothing just being able to kind of look through my cards and kind of read them, look at the pictures and things like that. I guess it was kind of a soothing activity at the time, and I'm pretty sure other people are kind of like that way at their collections. And at that point, it was always less about the value of things or things like that, but just kind of enjoying what I had and being able to appreciate the players that I really like. And some of my good memories of watching those players and things like that would sometimes cheer me up. And before you can see, like, I have my favorite all-time White Sox over here, which is Frank Thomas, and probably their best player of all time. And then my favorite player as a kid was Cal Ripken Jr., which is going to be a lead-in to today's mail day a little bit too. That's a card I picked up earlier this year and was on my list of cards at some point to get, and I was very excited when I finally picked one up. I'm happy to have it in my collection now. It's a card I never had, and I had all the Ripken rookies at some point. Now I just have the Topps one and this one. But like being able to spend time like going through my collection and looking at Ripken cards, getting new Ripken cards or things like that, or Thomas cards, was always opening packs and stuff as a kid was always something that I kind of really enjoyed on bad days and good days. But especially when I was like kind of down and stuff like that, I would sometimes get a pack of cards and things like that to kind of cheer me up a little bit. So it's kind of an interesting tie-in for today, but I'll be putting on a few videos probably over the course of the next week or so. But I wanted to just kind of show you things that have come in the mail recently, starting with the Iron Man, actually. So as you know, I'm a big fan of trying to get together or complete the 2001 Topps gold parallel sets. So again, all the cards that are numbered out of 2001. There are 3 different Ripken cards in this set. This is a season highlight card. I finally was able to get it this week at I think a reasonable price for the most part. This was commemorating his 3,000th hit. It has like a foil finish to the card itself and then the gold foil around it for the border. So it's pretty reflective. So I'm trying not to show you my face and kind of holding it too close to the camera, so I'm holding it on an angle. This was done at the Metrodome in April of 2000, so that's kind of an interesting memory too. I was just up in Minnesota last week, so I was able to visit the new stadium that they have up there. It's not new anymore, but it's new to me. I've never been there. They were out of town, so I didn't get a chance to see a Twins game, but I'm going to put a few pictures at the end of this video just of my trip up there for you guys to enjoy. And in the back of the card, here's a good telling of my eyes are getting a little older. I find this print extraordinarily small now, but it probably wasn't when I was originally getting these cards back in 2001. And these are all numbered again out of 2001. So got the season highlight card back here. I had this one already, the next card I'm going to show you, but I didn't have it graded. This one came to auction the other day, and I grabbed it right away. I didn't wait for it to sit for very long. I just grabbed it because it had a buy it now option, and I thought it was at a reasonable price, and I always know that these graded cards tend to go a little bit higher. I think the why it was at a reasonable price because it was near mint 7 and it wasn't like an 8 or 9, which are like the better grades obviously for this card, but probably about the highest you could get for this set. There's rarely ever 10s that are given out on these cards because of how delicate this border is. Little indentation in the border there, I think, is what brought this one down in addition to the centering. But this is also his last Topps card from his base set. So he was all throughout the 2001 products, but then he did not feature at all in 2002. So this was numbered again out of 2001. So happy to add the Iron Man in there in a graded card. So that one really pops out. And another guy I like to collect too, and you guys know about this too, is Derek Jeter, and I kind of like picking up his gold cards when I can. From his time from 2001 to the end of his career, so I like to get the gold parallels whenever I can from the flagship set. So this is from the highlights, the updates, and it kind of commemorates him hitting 2 grand slams, I believe, in one season or one game. I'm not sure exactly what it was, but there is a picture of him at Yankee Stadium, and on the back, this is numbered out of 2006. And this happened in, we also got to the 3,000 hit milestone. That was also something that was commemorated on the back of this card too. There we got the captain, which made me kind of think about, you know, it's been a little while since I've shown you like all the gold parallels that I have at least graded of Derek Jeter. So I want to just kind of do that real quick. I've shown you my collection of Derek Jeter, but I've added things over time since I did that originally. First one starting obviously with the rookie gold parallel on here. So I have that one from 1993. Nothing too special about that card. It's a very plentiful card, but then we also have the first gold base set gold parallel from 2001. This is the SGC one. I also have a PSA one. This is the higher of the 2 grades, again out of 2001 on the back. So we got Derek Jeter here, put him down back here. Then this one I showed you recently, got the 2003. So I don't have 2002. This is going to be numbered out of 2003 on the back. Then we got, I don't have 2004, I only have that one ungraded. And then we have 2005, which is one I really think is pretty cool. Watching him jump over, looks like, I think it's actually a Chicago Cub player. It might be Khalil Green, I think that's trying to slide underneath him. I'm not exactly sure, but I think that might be who it is. But that's a really cool image of him at Yankee Stadium, obviously in the background there. This is going to be numbered out of 2005. Then I got the 2006 highlight. Don't have the base one graded, but I do have the base card. I don't have 2007. That's the one where he's with George Bush and Mickey Mantle got superimposed on the card. So that one's actually one of the more valuable Derek Jeter cards you can actually get that's like not autographed or not a chrome card and things like that. So it's kind of sneaky expensive. I haven't been able to get that card yet. At some point I'd like to be able to add it to my collection. And then we got 2008. Got this one pretty dirt cheap because it was a 7, which is a really low grade for these. But that one's from the 2008 set, which I think looks really cool. Then we got 2009, where he's jumping over a Texas Ranger player. Again, probably trying to convert a double play there. I think that's a really cool looking card. I think that was the first graded gold parallel I got of him. Don't have 2010. We got 2011. Which I've shown you before. I think it looks pretty cool. And I got 2012. It's the only one I have in a 10. And then I don't have 13, 14, or his final card in 15. What I thought was kind of interesting about these is I kind of think of TJ Maxx. If you have a chance to look at his channel, he does a lot of cards and puts them together to kind of like put something together where it looks like, you know, a pitcher is completing his motion or batter's completing a swing. I thought it might be interesting to do Derek Jeter potentially completing a double play. So let me see and pull out these kind of cards here, and I thought it might be interesting to kind of show you those. Or completing a throw of some sorts. Let's see. Let's do completing a throw. How about that one? That's going to be a little bit easier here. So let me get these all together. These are all swinging. But we can kind of put these together now. So, all right, so he's getting ready to throw here. And I had one more. Then he's completing his throw here. You can kind of see the image there, putting together, which I think is kind of neat. Putting together back to back. So that's pretty neat, watching him complete his follow through. Then I guess we could do a little bit of a double play here, where he's maybe getting the ball here in this image, and then he's starting to jump in that image over the player to complete the throw to first. And here he's completing his jump over the ball player as the throw has been completed to first. So I just thought it was kind of cool and a little homage there to TJ Maxx. I do like his videos. And that's what I have for you guys today. Have a great holiday weekend, and I'm going to be putting out a little bit more content in the coming days. But hope to see you soon in the hobby.